Hey guys, it's Heather and good morning. I thought this morning I would just kind of chit chat while I got ready, okay? So I had another video I was going to film this morning, but I decided to do that this evening. Mainly because we went to bed really late last night and we never do that. We were watching the finale, which we watch like the next day. We record things because we don't like to sit through the commercials. So it was The Undoing, and last night we watched the finale that recorded the night before. Nicole Kidman is unbelievable. I mean, Hugh Grant, I mean, it was just a star-studded cast. It was so much fun. Did you guys watch it? I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was a really good show, and I got to figure out what to watch next. Still watching Schitt's Creek. Yeah, we're kind of late to the game on that one, but I'm loving it. You know, we're, I think, in season 2, and I'm having a blast. It's for me, it's a completely unrelatable family that, you know, so I don't know, but it's hilarious. I mean, I find myself laughing out loud, and very few shows actually make me laugh out loud. So anyway, I'm going to get dressed. I do have to work for a few hours today. Yesterday, man, so I'm using the La Mer foundation. This is my favorite. I know it's pricey, but this is my favorite. This is the 220 Neutral. And I think it's the right color for right now since I have like no color to my skin. It snowed last night, y'all. We went from over the weekend being barefoot in flip-flops outside to yesterday. It rained Sunday, and then yesterday it kind of drizzled a little here and there, and that drizzle turned into snowflakes. And I mean, there's nothing stuck to the street or anything, but my back porch has snow on it. So, and I had already planned on making that Trisha Yearwood chicken tortilla soup. Oh my word. I'm not super great in the kitchen. That was incredible. And it was like the perfect temperature. I mean, it's this morning, they say it feels like 22. I think it's 28 outside right now. So when y'all say it doesn't get cold here, I mean, we do sometimes drop down into the teens and sometimes single digits, depending. But it's time to break out all the winter gear because it is really cold in my book outside. Especially since we didn't really get any build up to it. It just went from warm to really, really cold. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, so it's not going to be like a major face, but I just figured I would chat with you a little bit since I haven't done one of these in a while. I've not had a chance to vlog much. There was a video that went up, I want to say last week. Oh, I got it. That I was definitely tired when I opened it. I think it was my Transcend video. I was tired when I opened it, so I filmed the next day. I wasn't grumpy at all. I was just tired. My body is getting used to my new schedule. I think I've gotten better for sure, but we're trying our best to get onto track, and you know, I know I'm not going to give you a whole lot of details about the new business, but it is a lot of physical work. This is going to be the Pat McGrath under eye setting. It's the light one. I just like the fact that it blurs a little bit. But it's growing faster than we anticipated, and we're just trying to keep up with the pace, and it's just my husband and I right now, so doing it. So we will get it all figured out. Eventually we will be in the routine, and it's just going to take a little bit of time to do that. So I still enjoy filming. Even if I'm tired, I want to film. I need to fill in the little spare spots here. And I still enjoy doing it. I wasn't grumpy at all. I was just a little tired. So all of my Christmas decorating is done. I've had the tree up for a while. Maybe I did start a vlog over the weekend. I did not. And I vlogged on Saturday and Sunday a little bit in the car on my phone, and did not get a chance to yesterday because I did have to work. And then I spent several hours in the kitchen doing different stuff. partially that chicken tortilla soup that if you haven't tried Trisha Yearwood's chicken tortilla soup recipe, it is ungodly good. I mean, I cannot believe how good it is. I did let it steep for a while, kind of simmer in there, because when I first tasted it, I tasted the half and half, but once all the flavors meld together, it's incredible. So Emily is going to come over today for a little while. She's been helping us with the new job, with the new work, the new business. She's coming over today to help us do a little bit of work for it. And I'm probably going to feed her some of that chicken tortilla soup. I don't know if she's bringing Kate and Georgia today. They can't exactly play outside because everything's really wet from the weekend and then from the snow. But it's pretty out there today. There's sunshiny. It looks like it should be warm, but it's not. And I actually prefer, I prefer warm sunshiny days, but I would prefer a cold sunshiny day over a cold, rainy, wet, yucky day. All right, so before I put powder on, I'm going to put a little tiny bit of, this thing is an absolute mess. This is that Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. Is an absolute mess in there, but I do really like this formula. And I just put a little bit there and there. And then I have a deviated septum, so my nose turns off to the right. So I help it just a little bit by putting a little bit right there. And I just don't want to have that surgery. So maybe one day if it gets bad enough, I'll tell you, wearing a mask, I can only breathe out, 90% of the time I can only breathe out one of my nostrils. Yeah, sorry. So when you're putting a mask on and it's pushing it on your nose, that does stop. It does. I can't breathe through my nose, so I have to breathe through my mouth when I'm wearing a mask, and that kind of sucks. All right, I'm going to use the Hourglass Erythral Light. My skin has been very dry right now with the heat being on. There it is. And I've got lots of different creams and stuff on my face, and this helps kind of set my face without feeling really heavy and dry. And I don't use the retinate every single night right now. But when I do, I end up with like some snaky skin, especially right now because it's super dry. And not everywhere. Right now I'm kind of getting it around my nose just a hair. So I'm trying not to put it near my nose at this moment. Okay. Whew. All right. So I've gotten the house. We did actually put up the trees and stuff before Thanksgiving because we had, like, my kids were here and all, and I just wanted it to be happy and cheerful, and I don't think we're doing anything big for Christmas. So, well, we're not doing anything big for anything this year, right? But I've done most of my Christmas shopping. There's just a couple little filler things that I want to do here and there. I've only wrapped 2 gifts, and this year I'm going kind of easy. I decided rather than, for time's sake, for not having so much to do sake, I'm using these cloth bags. So I've got my Samantha's and Emily's gifts underneath the tree, and they loved the bags. I wouldn't let them touch them, but they loved the bags. So there's not going to be any of my bows that I normally have this year. It's just because it takes some time. I won't say that there won't be any. There might be a couple because there's a couple of gifts that are a little too large to put in a bag, at least the bags that I bought. So I need some color. What kind of color do I want to put on my face? That's a cream color. I'm not feeling cream color since I've already put my powder on. We'll do the Laura Mercier Chai. It's kind of a peachy, tony, brownie, peach, whatever you want to call it. Okay. All right. I've got that Fenty Beauty eyelid primer, but I just kind of prefer this MAC. What is this? Painterly. I just put a little on my finger and kind of go over top of my eyelid. And some days I literally just stop right there. And the main reason I do that is because as I've gotten older, I mean, I have a little bit of my foundation on there too. So as I've gotten older, you can kind of see my veins through my eyelids. Not quite too much yet, but this just stops it altogether. So I do have several gifts. Jackson Indigo are done. Their stockings and their gifts are done. And today is the first day that they get to open their advent calendar that I get them every year from Woof. I don't know. I'll show that tonight. I'm not doing Vlogmas mainly because I don't have any extra time in my day. So I'm filming when I can, I'm editing when I can, and I'm uploading when I can. So I've got to, you know, my word for this year is balance, especially the second half of this year when we started the new business and everything. And so balance has to be my main focus so that I don't go crazy, you know? All right, I'm going to use this MAC Brulee just up at my brow line. Just a little bit right up in here. And this is just an IT brush. It no longer has any writing on it, so I can't tell you what it is. It's probably 6 or 7 years old. And it is due for a cleaning. I do have a hair appointment tomorrow. It's a little shorter in between this time than my last one. Just because it's coming up on the holidays and I had to do what was picked. So I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. Here's the colors. I like the fact that there's a mixture of shimmers and mattes. There's definitely more shimmers than there are mattes. But they're labeled how to use them. And I kind of like that too. I don't always follow those rules. I kind of do what I want to do. What am I feeling today? I think I'm feeling just browns. So I think I'm going to use this. For me, it's the top. This inner corner, this inner corner right here, which I need a smaller brush for that. We'll use this one. There's not really a name. It's just this, the very top inner corner one, and I'm just going to lay that down just on my inner corner right there. There we go. Just for a little, almost like awake. Yeah, we didn't get to bed till much later than we normally do. Work yesterday ran a little bit late, and we didn't get to start watching TV, the show, until a little bit late. And by the time we turned the TV off, it was close to midnight, and that's not a normal time for us to go to sleep. Normally, I'm closing my eyes around 10:30, quarter to 11, and last night that started at midnight. So feeling a little more tired this morning. All right, now we're going to do, let's see. I'm going to do the outer eyelid, which is on the bottom here. It's kind of a, not too shimmery, but somewhat shimmery brown. Bring that out here. So today I've got some work to do. I'm going to see Emily for a while. She's going to help me work. I have a little bit of cleaning to do. I did get all my laundry done over the weekend, which is really nice, except for I do need to change the sheets on their spare bed because that's where my stepdaughter and her husband stayed when they came last week. So I got to get that part done. I need my little Tati Beauty. I use this solely to hold my skin and not take off my makeup. I'm really bad about how I put on eyeshadow. I always feel like it's blotchy and I kind of have to make it work. I see other people put it on and it just seems so easy. But so what I was talking about was what I'm doing today. I kind of want to run to Home Goods. I just kind of want to I want to see what's out there Christmas wise. I don't know why. I mean, I've done 100% of my Christmas shopping online. I did get some Black Friday, Christmas, Cyber Monday deals. Not a whole lot. What I mainly did was things that I know that I use on a regular basis that I'm going to need for periods of time. I bought, believe it or not, I got my contacts. It was buy one, get one, 50% off. So I bought a year's worth of contacts. And today is day one on a fresh pair. And it is so different than the end of the month contacts. I look forward to switching them over because they start feeling you start feeling them, and I hate that. I almost feel like I need to switch them out every 2 weeks, but that's expensive. So fresh contacts in today. So I got contacts. I got so a couple. I double cleanse my face at night before I go to bed. I use my favorite. I've tried a whole bunch of them. My favorite first cleanse is the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. Just the way it melts my makeup, and then I go back in and I clean my face with either. Right now I'm using. I've got the Kiehl's Ultra Gentle because my skin's so dry, or I have the Philosophy. Here, let me get it. I'll show you. Oh, sorry, Indigo. These are the two I'm using right now. So the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser for all skin types, or the Purity Made Simple one-step facial cleanser. So, I mean, this is a large jug. I've had this for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months now, and I'm down to here on this one. And this one I've just recently gotten. So I'm just trying to gentle cleanse my skin. And try not to strip out all my natural oils and stuff that I need in there, because I do already strip them out with doing other things. But the Clinique Take the Day Off, I used Rakuten, and then I went to the Ulta site for the Black Friday, and their big ones of the Clinique Take the Day Off, I think that's what it's called, cleansing balm, were $21 a piece. I bought 2. That should last me all of 2021. I did get a couple of things for my daughters, a few things here and there for them, but what else did I get? I did buy a Rebecca Minkoff crossbody little suede bag. I kept looking at the YSL Nikki, but I wanted it in like a brown color suede, and I couldn't find it, number one. And number two, I kept looking at that price tag going, Heather, come on. It's not something you're going to use on a regular basis. And the Rebecca Minkoff, it's like a quilted suede. It's a little darker brown than I wanted with a chain strap. It was normally $358, I think. But I had a code for 45% off, so I paid $180. So that's coming. What else did I get? Just a few things from Amazon, the Black Friday sale. Yesterday was so busy that I didn't get to do a lot of Cyber Monday shopping. Not to mention, I'm sure this is every person that lives. My text messages and my email inbox were so flooded with sales reminders and stuff that there was no way I could filter through all of those and find the best deals. It was maddening. And I know a lot of people did a gift guide this year. There was a lot of people doing gift guides, and I just didn't feel the need to hop on that and get, I felt overwhelmed by the amount of gift guides I was getting. I did watch a couple of videos where people were just saying, I'm not going to do a gift guide. I'm just going to show you what I'm loving right now. And I appreciated that. That was a better way. I did watch, I did search, especially for my son, a gift guide for guys because my son is 29, my one son-in-law is 25, and my other son-in-law is 24. And trying to find ideas for them is a little more difficult, especially since their lifestyles are a little different than mine. So I was able to figure, one of my son-in-laws told me exactly what he wanted, and that was helpful. I appreciate when you ask somebody what they want for Christmas that they tell you. Is I've told them all, you're going to get something. So either A, you tell me and I get you something that you actually want or need and save you the money for doing it. Or I'm going to waste my money. I'm going to get you something anyway that you don't want, and then you feel like you're obligated to pretend like you like. So make things simple for everybody and help each other out. I mean, if you're going to give something, make it worth the while. So, and I did scale down this year. I'm not doing as big or as many gifts for each person. My daughter, my granddaughter is definitely the exclusion, and my dogs. From the Nordstrom anniversary sale, I had several pieces of clothing that I bought for Sophia, but I didn't want to do just clothing for her. So I picked out a couple other things. There was one, she really is into those LOL dolls right now, and they were releasing a new LOL doll, and I pre-ordered that like 2 weeks ago because I wanted to, it had to be on a pre-order, it was going to be sold out. So I've already gotten that in. And then I got her, she's really been into doing her nails lately, so I got her this nail kit. It's not like for adults, but it's not for little girls. It's she's 8.5 years old, and it's got it's a polish, and multiple different types of polish with bedazzles or bejewels or whatever, but it also has a little hand thing that you put your fingers in and it blows air rather than a UV light to help blow your, I don't know. I just thought it was really cute, and so I picked her up that for Christmas. So, and I think that's going to be it. Years in the past, she's only wanted horse-related stuff, which, I mean, how much horse stuff can you buy? I have horses coming out of my ears in my house, and so does she. All right, what have I done? I need to quit talking and finish this. So I'm going to take this little transition color right here, and I'm just kind of going to go into here. It's probably not where it's meant to be, but that's where I'm going to put it. Just to get that line from where I put the darker and the lighter, and smear that out a little bit. And then I have a brush. There, I'm going to use this one. This is the BK Beauty 202 brush. Look at that. New contacts, I can see it right away. And I'm just going to kind of blend it in. I don't feel like doing too much, just a little light. I don't ever do a whole lot. So every once in a while my eyeliner gets a little heavier. But I wish I could do... I wish I felt comfortable wearing bright colors. I feel like I need a little more of this here though. Try new things, but I mean, when I was a teenager, I'd do weird stuff with my eyes all the time, but I'm not a teenager. I'm nowhere near being a teenager. Try that one more time. So I do need to, like the little LOL doll thing is too big to go in a bag. So I will have to wrap that, and whether or not I have time to make a bow, I'll see. I'll see how that goes. But I like these little cloth gift bags. They're reusable, they're washable. I kind of like the idea of that, especially in the times that we're in right now. Less waste of the paper. Although I do have a lot of wrapping paper I need to go through. I got a little tingle going on in my neck this morning. I guess I slept funny last night. All right, now I'm going to, all right. I told you for tight lining or waterline, I'd like the Marc Jacobs. This, I think it's called the Fine Liner. Yeah, Fine Liner, Ultra Skinny Gel Eye Crayon. I have several colors of this, and this is the one that I grabbed first because it's on the top. So that's going to be the one that we use. I just like how tiny that is, and I feel like I can get into my waterline without an issue. When I use a thicker one, I have literally taken my contact directly out of my eye with the end of my eyeliner stick. So, all right, now this one I'm going to try to do right on the edge. Just kind of make it look like I have a little more thicker eyelashes there. And I'm going to put this here. All right, we'll do this side too. So Indigo and Jax have never seen snow, and we didn't get any snow last year, which is very typical. That's the norm. So when we get any type of snow, I mean, there were flurries. It did stick to my porch, and some of the schools in Georgia that were still doing the go to school learning, not the online learning, it's either canceled school for the day or made it later. They delayed the school day. So, and then some of them that were not scheduled to do digital learning went to digital learning last night. And I just think that's funny. It's not like our roads are icy yet. But that's the problem, is that we never know what it's going to do here. We can't just say, okay, it's going to be 6 feet of snow. Well, there's never 6 feet of snow. Actually, that being said, back in 1991, when my son was born, we had a blizzard. It was the blizzard of 1991. And we got so much snow that getting our doors open, the snow would build up, like I guess you call them drifts on the house. We couldn't get our doors open. When we finally did, I remember putting Billy in like piles of snow. I had him all bundled up and getting pictures of him. Obviously, we didn't have cell phones back then. That was 1991. So on my camera, I had pictures of him with his little mittens sticking out of the snow looking up at me. And it was funny. I only let it do it for a couple of seconds. But we did have some real snow then. And then we had the ice storm a few years ago where people were sleeping in their cars and stuck on the interstate and all. So, but what it does happen here, none of us are prepared. We don't know how to function in it. Nobody knows how to drive in it here. We don't have the snow plows and the salt trucks. We do have some brine trucks, but they only do like main roads, big, busy, heavy, you know, so those of us that live out in the middle of nowhere, we can't get to those main roads because our roads aren't cleaned up. Sorry, I can't talk and do this part. All right. Take a little eyebrow pencil or like a pencil brush. Yeah. This is Bobbi Brown Ultra Fine Eyeliner. And I'm just going to go over the top so that that's not some kind of a harsh line. Part of the reason I wanted to film down here today in my room was because I'm still trying to figure out where that music's coming from. And this is the same memory card that I was using in the past where all that weird music is coming from somewhere. I don't know where, but it's coming from somewhere. And I'm going to, when I film up there next, and I know that you guys have seen a few videos since we've talked about it, but those were ones that were pre-recorded. I didn't have it, and I don't hear the music when I'm editing, so I don't understand that. I don't know. I mean, you would think if I'm editing, I could hear the music in the background if it's being recorded onto my memory card. So I'm going to turn off, I'm going to shut down my computer and I'm going to shut down my Google Home up there. Google. And record same setup that I've got right now. I do have this, I don't think you can see this. Can you see the corner of that? This is a big, that was probably really loud with me doing that. A big puff ball that helps like for peas and whatnot. But I also think that it picks things up that I clearly don't want to be picked up. And if all else fails, that's coming off. I don't know what else to do. So it's a Rode microphone. That's what it's called. All right. Now we're going to, don't just lose my lighting. This is the Chantecaille, no other information on it, but it's got like a eyelash growth serum in it. I think I've got a little bit of a cold or allergies. I'm in sniffly. Little sniffly. Don't feel bad, just a little sniffly. So I know I asked earlier if you guys had finished your Christmas decorations. Do you do that now? Are you done shopping? How'd you do on Black Friday and Cyber Monday? I didn't spend much. I was very careful with what I bought. Thought about things that I would actually use or that people would actually like to receive as gifts. I got my son. I don't think he watches this, so I got him. It's kind of a game for adults, you know. And I got him a cashmere beanie hat because he is an HVAC and he's outside a lot. So I got him a little cashmere beanie hat. He's hard to buy for. And then my daughter-in-law, my son's wife, her birthday is 3 days after Christmas. So I always try to make sure that she gets something, you know, very, very different. It's never, you know, Christmas related. I don't give it to her on Christmas Day. Even if I have to mail it to her, if I don't see her, I want her to have that second day. And she's going to be 26, I think, this year. Apparently my maximum chatting time and I got cut off, but she's going to be 26 this year. So I got her, what did I get her? I did get her a Scentsy warmer and a 5-pack or 6-pack of scents. It's like a build your own scent pack for Christmas. And then for her birthday, I got her, my brain just went dead and oh my goodness, what did I get it? I mean, I really had to think about this, and for some reason my brain, I tell my husband, I think we've got so much going on that I consider my brain like a file cabinet, and a lot of times all those drawers are pulled out and there's files pulled up and papers strewn across the floor. And I think right now all of those file cabinets are open and a mess, and I try to file them back away, and then sometimes those drawers shut and I can't, you know, they get stuck or whatever. That's what my brain is like to me. What did I get her? Oh, I remember. Yes. Okay. So my daughter-in-law, Rachel, loves puzzles. And I don't know if you guys watch The Two Orchids, but Karen's daughter-in-law started a puzzle company. And I'm going to try to remember the name of the company. Oh my goodness. Shoot. Give me just a second because I want to tell you about it. Okay, it's called letspuzz.com, letspuzz.com. And there's a kickoff collection. I bought her the Taco Tuesday and I think Van Life. Those were the two that I purchased. And they also have Plant Lady and Cafe All Day. So, but I got her the Taco Tuesday and the Van Life. So they're really cute. They're, let's see, how many pieces? The Plant Lady has 1,000 pieces. The Cafe All Day is a mini puzzle. It only has 150 pieces. Taco Tuesday is 1,000 pieces. And Van Life is 1,000 pieces. And she's always been into puzzles and stuff. You know, she's always got them out. And not just during the pandemic, but she would do it all the time. So I just thought these were fun and ones that she definitely didn't have. And it's supporting a new business, a small business, and I really like that. I am all about supporting small business. I mean, I definitely buy on Amazon and online and stuff, but I do try to, you know, local farmers markets and stuff that we do. I guess I need to keep it back on. We do purchase from there. Like that's where I get my apples and my tomatoes and my honey and things like that. I try to support local and small, and I like that. And female-run businesses is also something that I'm a big advocate about. I am a small business owner. I'm a female-run business, and so I want to support others like that. So anyway, I don't think I'm going to put any lips on today, so I'm just going to put on this Sugar Mint Rush Balm. I don't feel like wearing lips today, because if I go out, I'm going to be wearing a mask anyway. Just for a little moisturization. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for the day. I'm probably going to keep my headband in. I will put a pair of studs or something in. And I'm still in my pajamas. These are Soma. This I'm actually wearing, well, it's a matching set, but it came with a long red t-shirt, a long sleeved red t-shirt. And then the pants are these little black and red buffalo print. They are the ankle length. They are so comfortable. It was a set. So on top, I definitely needed a medium, and the bottoms I usually need a small. So these, if I put anything in the pockets, they kind of fall down, and they're a little loose, but I'm okay with that. They're super, super comfortable. So I love Soma. I know that's not shopping small, but you know, they were on sale when I bought them, so I love them. But that is it. I'm going to get some stuff done around here, do some work that I need to do today. And yesterday was a very busy day. Today's not going to be quite as busy, which is going to be really nice. And tonight I'm going to film, I'm going to film a new item that was sent to me in PR, and I'm really excited about it to see how it works for me, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm hoping that this is something that helps me long term, and I'm excited about it. So that's it. My get ready with me is complete. I hope you guys have a very happy day today. I'm going to get out of my pajamas and into some day clothes, which is probably going to be leggings and a sweatshirt for today, since I do have to work from home, and it is colder than snot outside. In my book, in my world, it is colder than snot. I mean, when you go out there, I still will let the dogs play. The only time I don't let them run around outside is if it's really raining and it's super, super muddy, because they get Indigo can run through the yard and come back with just a little bit of dirt on the bottom of her feet. Jax cannot do that. He is all boy. He will have mud down his chest. He has mud in spots like he rolled around in it or something. He's just, I mean, he's pretty, but he is a boy. He is not trying to keep pristine. And you know what? I want them to have fun. But when it's that cold and it's that wet or muddy, then I have to rinse them off outside, and the hose water is just too cold. But for those of you that do have dirty dogs, or dogs that have, allergies or insensitivities to pollen and certain things that are outside, there is this thing on Amazon called a Mud Buster. It's a giant cup. Sorry. It's a giant cup. And we bring it inside and we fill it up with warm water in the wintertime. Outside, you can use the hose in the summer because that water is not cold. And just tiny, a drop or two of dish soap. And it's got these little nubbly things on the inside. And you stick their little legs down in there. And it gets all the mud out from their fur, the pads of their feet. Because you don't want that to dry up in between the pads of their feet. It can actually cause infections, and it can make mats down there, and it can cause sores. So we constantly, and it also is good for if your dog is constantly chewing their paws. You want to bring them in from outside when they've been playing outside and get as much of the outside stuff. Here in the South, pine pollen is no joke. I'm sure everywhere has it, but we have like a pine pollen season, and any type of pollen or whatever, getting that stuff off them, it'll help their paws. So anyway, all right guys, have a happy day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.